I was originally prescribed the At-Home Ketamine use by a different doctor, which was a necessary but not permanent fix. It got me out of bed, I was able to start having a job. I was originally prescribed it for mental health issues and then later discovered that I had a Lyme's diagnosis and researched more and found out that ketamine actually works really well with a Lyme's diagnosis. So I used the at-home usage for about a year. It did what it could for the time being, but it wasn't a permanent fix, and I knew that I couldn't elevate to that next level. I could see where I needed to be, but I couldn't make that jump. I didn't have the tools to get there. IV ketamine isn't this everything in your life is totally fixed, but what it felt like is I was finally given the tools that I didn't have psychologically to fight this battle I was fighting. And I still have to make a choice to be, completely sober, to take care of myself, to do all the right things, but I don't feel like I'm stuck in a rip current and I can't swim. I can swim now, and the rip current is way less, so I have a fighting chance. 4 months ago, I did a brain scan to see if I had brain damage from the Lyme's, and I was right on the edge. I was borderline about to have permanent or severe brain damage from it. So I had a neurological problem in my body that couldn't be fixed with antidepressants or therapy. Looking at before and after, I can feel it in my body. That I have energy in my limbs I never had before. I don't have the pain I had before. I didn't even realize how much pain I was in because it was a constant since I was 8 years old. When I first had the tick in my head that caused all this. So I, still deal with being tired or exhausted because it is a disease, and I'm on a ton of antibiotics, which is hard on your body. But I went out 3 times last week with friends, and that was something that I had basically given up on, ever being able to have a social life, ever being able to work more than 2 hours a day. I'm up to about 6 now. And that's because there was a deeper healing that I received, both psychologically, but also just with that nervous system that, we really don't know a lot about, but we finally have a medicine that's actually doing something to heal all that. I wanted to share this as well for other people who are Christian, who might be a little thrown off by a psychedelic medication, because it was God that brought me here, in my opinion, 100%. I prayed for a year because I was so scared about doing something that God wouldn't approve of. And I had already done a lot in my life that was my way, that destroyed my life. And so I was really on this path of, I want to do the right thing for me, to honor God, all of that. And I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I had written down the phone number for this place in a notebook that I had almost thrown out. It was in a desk drawer, and I picked it up and I called and I got everything set up. And I remember being on the phone call, feeling like a force try to push me away from the phone to stop me from coming. So then I was like, well, now I'm really gonna do this. And in the medicine, I went in with 2 things I was gonna focus on. One was that God was the core of my identity, but also that my name, I'm Jacklyn, this is who I am. And a lot of things in my life had taken that from me, whether it be mental illness, other people, the disease, took my identity and made it something that wasn't me. I want to encourage other Christians, because for me, a lie that I had growing up was that you just pray and things get better and that's it, and you don't have to do something tangible. But God has given us these tools. He's given us this medicine, and we're supposed to heal ourselves. And I prayed for 20 years to find healing, and just happened to be at my self-wellness, Naples, Florida, that I never wanted to live in. And you don't have to be afraid of the medicine, because it is scientifically founded and it does work.